I think 5 colors is a bit too much. You know, 2 videos using all 5 colors. I mean, the enchantment videos wasn't exactly 5 colors, it was more Esper, but it's still 5 colors. And then I did the 5 color human tribal thing. So we'll cut it down and let's go with 3 colors. Black is still pretty popular, so we gotta leave black in there. Then you have green that has all the best top ends. Then you have red, which has Fable the Mirror Breaker, the best card in the meta. So Jund it is. Greetings, fellow Magic the Gathering enthusiasts. Thank you for checking out my channel. I'm JamSam, and today we are looking at the Soul of Jund. The reason why I'm calling this deck Soul of Jund is mainly because this one is the one with Soul of Windgrace in it. But overall, you're trying to get Titan of Industry out to take over the game in the late game, and using Soul of Windgrace to ramp, as well as just use it for value. You can draw cards, give it indestructible, and keep a threat on board. Because it's a 5/4 for 4. For those of you who don't know, Soul of Windgrace is a 1 in a Jund, 1 black, red, green. It's a 5/4 legendary cat avatar that says whenever Soul of Windgrace enters the battlefield or attacks, you may put a land card from a graveyard onto the battlefield tapped under your control. For 1 green, discard a land card, you gain 3 life. For 1 in a red, discard a land card, draw a card. And then 2 in a black, discard a land card. Soul of Windgrace gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. As long as you have a land in hand, you can discard it to Soul of Windgrace and get one of those abilities. Which is why we're running 27 lands, and we're specifically running 4 Riveteers Overlook, so that when you play it, it sacrifices itself, and then when you play Soul of Windgrace, you can bring it back, it sacrifices itself, it goes back, then you attack, and then you can bring it back, it sacrifices itself, goes back into your graveyard, so on and so forth. It's a great loop to ramp with Soul of Windgrace. What you're ramping towards is either Titan of Industry or the Cruelty of Gix. A lot of times you'll just have Cruelty of Gix in your hand, and in the turn before you play it, you'll just maybe sacrifice a blood token and discard Titan of Industry, and then read ahead to chapter 3 so you can bring it back onto the battlefield. Or maybe you discard Titan using Fable the Mirror Breaker, or even possibly the Elder Dragon War, which is a 1-of in this deck. It's a 2 and 2 red Saga, read ahead. The Elder Dragon War deals 2 damage to each creature and each opponent for chapter 1. Chapter 2, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. And chapter 3, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. A lot of times you're just going to read ahead to chapter 2, but every once in a while chapter 1 is relevant. As for removal, we have 2 copies of Cut Down, 3 copies of Meathook Massacre, 2 copies of Infernal Grasp, and 2 copies of Tear Asunder. Tear Asunder is another new card. It's a 1 in a green with a kicker of 1 in a black. Exile target artifact or enchantment. If this spell was kicked, exile target non-land permanent instead. If you're running any sort of like Golgari colors, I think Tear Asunder is a must-have. At least 1 copy. Aside from Soul of Windgrace, our other creatures are 2 Tenacious Underdogs, 3 Bloodtithe Harvesters, and we have 1 copy of Sheoldred the Apocalypse. We have 2 copies of Liliana the Vale, and that's pretty much the deck. Land-wise, we're running 27 lands, 4 Riveteers Overlook, 3 Ziatora's Proving Ground, 4 Deathcap Glades, 3 Sulfurous Springs, 2 Red-Green Painland, I don't know how to pronounce it, 2 Rockfall Vale, 2 Haunted Ridge, 2 of each basic lands, and 1 Takenuma, and that's it. I think I've done enough talking. Let's just get to the games, and at the end, I will break down the deck a little bit more and talk about what I thought about the deck. Let's see how it does. I think we'll keep this. Just because we have a turn 2, turn 3. And we'll start with the tap land. We have to go into the Sulfurous Springs if we want to play on curve. And yes, we will take that damage. Obviously, we're going up against the black deck. So, okay. So I think we're moving past the mono black and people are now mixing it up. Playing Dimir or Rakdos in their black decks now. We could just kill the Tenacious Underdog. We could attack in. Yeah. We'll attack in. And if they want to trade, they can trade. If not, we'll take the... They can take the damage. And we'll go with... yeah. Deathcap Glade. Fable the Mirror Breaker. And we could trade, because I have a feeling they're going to attack with the Tenacious Underdog, and we could just trade it with our token. Unless they discard a non-land card. Which they do. I don't want to chump block, so I guess we'll just have to take that. I think we have more green, or we require more green than red. So we'll do it like this. All right, well. Yeah, we'll go all attack. This is a Ward 1, right? Okay, so... yes. Okay. If we play Liliana now, they could play Tenacious Underdog next turn. But that's all they'll be doing. Yeah. Okay. So...
no more distractions. Let's make this quick. Off you go.
there we go. So if they have a 4th land and they want to... well, they're playing 3 colors. They're Esper. I knew that. They played a Rathine. Yeah, so they could blitz their Tenacious Underdog. But now they can't, because they don't have the black mana. But they're gonna let me draw a card. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Do we go ahead and play our Fable? Yeah, why not? I guess them having a counter spell would have been a reason why not, but we didn't do it, so alright. And then we'll... I want to play this land just so we can keep our land drops, but I think we're alright. If we can draw Soul of Windgrace, we can start ramping, because we have the Riveteers Overlook down there. That's unfortunate. Do I want to sacrifice this treasure to show a card? Nah, I don't think so. Because if we draw a Gix, the saga, what is it called? Whatever, Gix. I'll play the Harvester. I don't think we need the Harvester at this point. Game. Do we want to go Tenacious Underdog or Sheoldred? Sheoldred is pretty good. Probably won't last another turn. That's alright. We'll go ahead and play out this land. Okay, they take 2. We have a blocker for their underdog. Graveyard Trespasser, okay. For our underdog. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. They take another 2. So they've... Let's draw a card here. Okay, okay. That Meathook Massacre, not drawing our own Meathook Massacre, really sucked. Do we just go for another Fable? I think so. Play it out. Alright. Alright, alright. Maybe without the Tenacious Underdog next turn. What's their last card? Okay, take the Sheoldred. It doesn't matter, we're taking 3. Can we get our own Meathook? See if we can find something here. I think we found all of our lands. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, let's try to gain some life. I don't know if this is what I want to do. Let's hope they don't have a counter spell. That went by real quick. Alright, we are flooding. We are flooding. They'll just get a Tenacious Underdog. Yes, take a look at my lands. I wonder what they have. Alright, okay. They can get me down to 1, but they didn't attack all. Which I guess makes sense. Sorry, I got like a message that was unimportant. Okay. This is big. This is big. All right. Goes down to 3. Okay. That's it. We got him. Pretty sure. Holy crap. Right. Our opponent is Sense Offender. And we are looking at a... Let's see... We could get... Okay, we could get green... Double black. We can't play Elder Dragon, though, because it's too red. So that's something I didn't really think about, right? I got a lot of double black, and then I have a double red. We'll keep this. Alright, we are up against another Esper. Okay, so we went from like playing a whole bunch of mono black decks to a bunch of Esper decks, it looks like. Alright, do we go for the red or do we go for the green? I think we go for the red. Okay. Because we get the green right there. I'm gonna play this on black. Here's the question. Do we take care of the Evolved Sleeper now? I don't think so. Let's see what they play. Nothing. Okay. We could... Alright, so if we do this for 1, they're going to... I meant to say thinking. I meant to say thinking, and it changed to your go as soon as I played it. Alright, cool. I want to play green. And I want to do this while they're tapped out.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
And then, not sure. It looks like they're Esper based around kind of like a mono black build. So I'm kind of thinking Tear Asunder might not be as good in this matchup. But if I have 4 mana open, then it's pretty good. We'll go ahead and
We all have things we'd rather.
discard the Titan of Industry. They discarded their Fiend. Kind of makes me think they might have another one. Oh. There you go. I'm glad I didn't get rid of Tear Asunder. Should we just... I think we're just gonna go for chapter 1, see what's their hand. Alright. Boom. There you go. Okay, I think I'm slowly getting a hang of this deck. Hopefully we're not up against another Esper deck. We are on the play. It's a good thing. I don't know about this hand, but we're gonna keep it and hope that we draw cards that we can actually use. Well, we got a Meathook. We're up against a black deck. It seems like they're mono black. Let me just go ahead and get rid of it. I think so. Part of me is wondering if I should just get the Meathook out, but where's all of our lands? Okay. How likely is Soul of Windgrace going to get removed before we get any value out of it? Pretty likely. So, I think this is the play. I wish that was a... I guess this is kind of like a sorry. My Soul of Windgrace! Well, let's see if they have a way to deal with the Sheoldred. I don't know how to pronounce the name. That's a pretty good way to deal with it. So at the end of their turn, we'll Takenuma, I think. So, oh, we go for the Soul of Windgrace. We can get the Riveteers Overlook out and then start ramping, possibly start ramping, or do we get Liliana out? Look at the Soul of Windgrace turn. Whoa, wow. Okay. Gaining some life. Let's just get another force out there. So we're just 1 mana away of being able to play a Titan. Meathook for 4. That's fine. I guess we'll get a red out there. That way we don't have to take life if we draw that Dragon Saga. I forgot what it was called. Elder Dragon War, that's what it's called. Okay. Wow. They are... They were in the middle of a flood, weren't they? So I think our first Titan, we're going to make a 4/4 Rhino and destroy their Meathook Massacre. Raven Man, okay. Let's see, 4/4 Rhino. Nice. Thanks.
No cost is too great to quell my
Okay.
savagery.
+1. Get a land.
My ways are not for the weak.
Yep. See if they have removal. Oh, okay. Let's just get rid of their Sorin. You think they have removal? That went by pretty quick. Alright. I'm pretty satisfied with the deck's performance so far. I'm kind of wondering how it will perform against more of an aggro deck. We don't have a turn 2 or 3, but we are on the play. Let's just try it. Then Riveteers Outlook to get green, I think. And then Sulfurous Springs next turn and Fable. We are up against Rakdos, looks like. They might be the Anvil deck that's kind of based around that mono black deck that was going around. But everything is black. I mean, technically, even our deck is based around a black deck. Do we need treasure for any reason? I don't think so. Because we have Soul of Windgrace next turn. Alright. We can get rid of one. Let's get rid of Ziatora's Proving Ground. Ho 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 ho. Alright. And then Hello Dragon War. Just get rid of there. Or we're gonna go for the Soul of Windgrace. We're gonna do it. And go with another green, just in case we ever draw a Titan and we need to hard cast it. This way we have 3 greens. Okay, so they went for... Actually, no blocks. Just in case it's a Meathook Massacre. Though they might have Invoke Despair. How many Invoke Despairs do you think they have? I think we're gonna go with Chapter 1. Okay, out of all of these, the one I do not want. Sheoldred is pretty nasty too. We can just Tear Asunder. Okay. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's see, do they go for Sheoldred or do they go for... They go for Sheoldred, okay. Okay, another Tear Asunder. One, two, three, four. I have enough land. Okay, if we Alright, we're getting a cut down. And the reason why is because we have to... We pretty much have to do this. Yeah, I'm not sure. And then we'll hold up cut down, I guess. See if Flexion Kikijiki copies anything. Okay, cool. So I'm kind of wondering if they're going to make the yep, and then possibly copy that.
You fight for me now.
Excellent. Though I kind of wanted to save it for the token because Elder Dragon doesn't quite. My graveyard. Now let's add a red. Though if I'm playing this now, it doesn't really matter. Huh. Yeah. And hopefully they didn't draw a Invoke Despair. We're gonna block it. We need to save our life total. They might have a Meathook for 1. They do not, so that's good. I'm just going to submit 1. My graveyard. We're going to gain 5 and create a 4/4 Rhino. Next turn we get a 4/4 Dragon. Let's get rid of the Sorin. Let's go ahead and gain another life. We'll go ahead and get a Swamp.
Without me,
And we'll end the turn. Fable Mirror Breaker. Well, I was gonna say we'll get rid of the Fable the Mirror Breaker now, but alright. Re-rank up. Sweet. So it seems like I don't need to make any adjustments to the deck so far. Though we have been going up against mostly just like different types of black mid-rangey decks. We haven't gone up against any real aggressive decks. And I feel like aggro decks are what this deck is going to be weak against. So we'll see how that goes once that happens. We'll start off with the tap land. There's... I think that's supposed to be Squee, right? Squee just blowing things up. Jetmir's Garden, huh? We'll play this mountain just so we can hold up Infernal Grasp. Actually... Red. We're gonna go like this. All right. Crap. I really want to play the Fable. Actually, no, yeah, I can. What am I talking about? Yeah. Alright. My opponent's going to be really pissed because I'm taking so long, but I'm just not used to it. Alright, so I play Fable. I discard Riveteers Overlook. and I play Soul of Windgrace, and then I can play from a graveyard, so on and so forth. So I can actually start ramping. So we discard these two, right? Like that. Right? Yeah. Okay. We'll go for that any day. Alright. Now... I mean, we have a little bit of everything already. Right. So we could play if we had Tear Asunder, we could exile their Eiganjo Architect of Restoration once it turns into a creature. So there definitely is a lot of ways to use Tear Asunder in this meta. Okay. Another forest. Yeah, we'll just hardcast kind of industry. And we'll make a treasure. If they want to... Because I'm pretty sure they have a Wandering Ember. If they want to exile that, that's up to them. Well, apparently they had nothing. Cool. Enter. Nope. They didn't play anything. So what could they have? Okay. Are they going with chapter 1? Yep. So there goes my cheeky. Okay, we're gonna keep this land to draw a card. Come on! It wasn't quite lethal. Well, I guess we had the Tenacious Underdog. Yeah, okay, we had lethal. Alright, I think this is going to be the last game for tonight. We went 5-0. Let's see if we can finish with a 6-0 record. If we end up losing, you know, that's fine too, but I don't know if this hand is going to do it, though. I really don't want a mulligan. But my opponent has mulliganed as well. What we can do? Yeah, we'll keep it. I'm not mulligan down to 5. Tear Asunder, alright. Alright, so we'll play Sulfurous Springs next turn. Blue, though. Blue-white, so I think we're finally getting into the non-black cards. What could they be playing? literally don't have anything. All of us. Alright, I guess we'll just Takenuma at the, Alright. Zorius control. And unfortunately, we just had a really bad hand. Or bad draws, I should say. And a bad matchup. All this removal. No creatures. This is also a really bad matchup for us.
I've learned much during my guards. To me.
Alright, so maybe they are a Wandering Emperor.
Got the edge in this
What's that word?
fight.
The one that just exiles everything. Farewell? Over there, farewell deck. Alright, well. Let's see if they're full of counter spells as well. Just talk about bad draw.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Another counter? Oh. Alright, I wasn't expecting that. Let's see what kind of hand we're working with. Alright, well, let's get rid of that before there's anything. Okay. So just removal.
We've got the edge in this fight.
This is nothing like a change of plans to keep things fresh.
What could I tutor for? Is there anything... If I play this... Okay, sure. I will just die. Do they have a two-man? Oh, they have a disdainful stroke.
May your blades.
Well, I guess this is one way to end the video.
Second here, second there. Who's counting?
Oh. I didn't think about that. Well, they can counter it. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't play this and kick it another time. But can I even target anything? I should have done that on their turn, though.
Let your blade do the talking.
The future looks bright for one of us.
I mean, all right. I know they're just going to counter it, but... And then they can just, you know... But this game didn't go well at all. I'm just kind of wasting time at this point. That was a... Goodbye.
Some think time only flows in one direction.
Remember your training.
Yeah, I'm not gonna block. They literally, I could see their hand. They could just get rid of our, they could exile our Tenacious Underdog. Alright, let's break this down, see what we thought about the deck. The deck performed really well, I think. That last game, I should not have kept that hand, but I didn't want to mulligan to 5 and just had a bad start and all the counter spells and whatnot. So I would say this deck doesn't work too well against control. Aside from that, I think the one thing this deck is missing is more card draw. So here I have a couple of cards that I've considered. One is maybe we could put in a couple bank busters in there. It could act as another threat as well as a way to draw cards. Another is maybe throw in a Sorin. I can make a 2/3 flying lifelinker and draw cards, so possibly a good choice. Other idea is Damata, Primeval Warden. I've seen a couple of Jund decks that use this instead of the Soul of Windgrace. I haven't really tried it out, so I'm not sure how well this card works. There's just so many good 4-drops, it's hard to just pick one. And finally, another 4-drop, Unleash the Inferno. It's just an option for another removal. It's a great answer for Fable the Mirror Breaker. And there's a lot of enchantments and artifacts out there, so if you can get a 2-for-1 with this card, you got your mana's worth, I think. But anyways, those are just some of the ideas I've had to add to this deck to make it a little bit better. Now, the Elder Dragon War, I like this card. I just don't know if it's right in this deck. There's just so many 4-drops that you gotta pick something, right? Didn't have too many issues with mana, so I think the way I have the mana is correct. But yeah, I'll definitely work on this and see if I can kind of tighten this deck down a little bit more and get a really good version. Well, anyways, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any value out of it, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and hope to see you next time. Remember, have fun playing Magic.